To James Buller, Esquire, November the 11th. Honoured Sir, 'tis with the greatest pleasure imaginable that I hear of your safe recovery, but with the same terrors to myself, as well as to many others, to hear that the smallpox is like to be brought among us. This report has put many of us into a panic. There are old men and women, as well as those of grown years, that have large families, that have been great drinkers and foul feeders, that think inoculation a sin, and consequently will have it in a natural way, by which means many must die, which might otherwise have lived many, many years longer. But many grown persons look upon it in the same manner as the plague, as if it were coming amongst them. Mrs. Southcombe joins me in compliments to yourself, your lady and family, who am, honoured Sir, your most obedient servant, George Southcombe. The Parsonage, 11th of November, 1755. For the Honourable Lady Jane Buller, Kingsnimpton. The talk of inoculation in the town has put at least 9 out of 10 parts of the town into such a hurry that it is impossible to describe their deplorable conditions. There is nothing but tears that are to be seen. The men have had them lament their wives, who think it sinful to be inoculated. The wives are in tears for their husbands' fates, and sit dropping of tears on the faces of their suckling children. Some of the poorest sort of men are preparing to flee from their families, by which they would be immediately parish charges. There is none but myself that can dare to plead on their behalf. Your most obedient and most humble servant, George Southcombe.
Mr. Buller's compliments to Mr. and Mrs. Southcombe. He is extremely sorry to find that they are in such a disordered state of mind, which he is persuaded is entirely owing to that extraordinary letter which Dr. Barber has lately sent them. Mr. Buller begs that Mr. and Mrs. Southcombe would endeavour to compose their minds so that reason might hold its due restraint over their passions.
I was always ready to lay down my life for the service of yourself, your lady and family. I have esteemed it an honour and happiness to be in your favour, and a misery to be out of it. I loved you and feared you as if you'd been a parent, and don't know that ever I did anything willingly to disoblige you. But now I am cruelly treated. I hope your goodness and the goodness of your lady will even yet put a stop to this, which might end in the destruction of bodies, if not souls. Yours in great affliction, George Southcombe.
Mr. Buller is sorry to find that Mr. Southcombe was capable of behaving in the manner that he has done on this occasion. His menace to Luxton was cruel and unjustifiable.
For James Buller, Esquire, Mr. Southcombe's message to Luxton was no more cruel than what would have been done by another person half a year ago if a tenant of his had thought fit to be inoculated in his own court.
Reverend Sir, enclosed I have sent you a parcel of papers and letters which Mr. Southcombe has sent here, by which you will see he is in the most miserable, distracted state of mind, and therefore I desire that out of compassion and charity to Mr. Southcombe, you would not fail of being at the parsonage tomorrow, in order, if possible, to assist Mr. Southcombe in the recovery of his senses. On the receipt of this letter of Dr. Barber's, Mr. and Mrs. Southcombe grew immediately frantic and outrageous. They first sent to Luxton to know whether he and his family intended to be inoculated, and upon being answered in the affirmative, they sent word again that he should immediately remove out of the house which he had taken of Mr. Southcombe for a certain term. Luxton returned him for answer that he was determined to be inoculated and stay in the said house, on which 'twas reported that the walls of the house should be pulled down. I sent to Mr. Southcombe to let him know that his menace to Luxton was cruel and unjustifiable. To go further, I must say that Mr. Southcombe, by retiring, would, I believe, in a great measure contribute to the advancement of religion in his parish. For by his folly pride he has made himself quite contemptible in the eyes of the parishioners. but still under his present circumstances, I shall avoid him with as much care and anxiety as I should a creature infected with a canine madness. I am your most faithful, humble servant, James Buller.
Dear Sir, I believe I would not surprise you that I am infinitely pleased at your good success in the inoculation. I can only say that I shall not be disposed to put my body under the care of Dr. Barber, nor my soul under Dr. Southcombe. Perhaps they are not at present to be matched in all England. I wish them no other harm than that they were both sent to Russia to practice and preach there. I am your most affectionate and faithful humble servant, Bathurst, 25th of November, 1755.